Alright, here's the image we're going to try to get with the two images we took outside earlier. See the light beam? She looks like a ghost. She's laying here in the snow. You know, the light's shining down on her. It's a little bit grainy. I used a low quality image for the tutorial, but I have the full quality one still. And you guys can use any kind of pictures you want to do this. So let's look at the original images. We have it open in Photoshop here. And we have the two images here. First thing we're going to do is we want to layer these on top of one another. So you take the Move tool, which is right here in Photoshop. Move the ghost picture on top of the other picture. Alright, you want them layered pretty much right on top of one another, and that's pretty close. You move it over just a little bit. We just want the beams of light to be pretty even, and it doesn't have to be perfect, but it does help. The first thing we're going to do with the picture as we're editing it is we're going to take the polygonal lasso tool, and we're going to just select out our model here on the top layer, which would be the ghost image or the haunted image. And you want to be kind of close with this. You don't have to be perfect. We're going to go back and do refine edge here in just a little bit. Just selecting our body. Don't select the stool. Make sure you want to get that stool out of there. You don't want to look like she's sitting on a stool or something. So, oops. So we're selecting her entire body here. The marching ants are going around it. It looks pretty good. Let's go up to the Refine Edge tool. And we're just going to kind of select around her body. Make sure the edges are selected. I'm using kind of a big brush for this. You probably should use a smaller one. That's probably too much. Let's undo that. And I'm going to use a smaller brush and zoom in a little bit closer. And use a smaller brush. And yeah, I'm not using the high quality image just for the video's sake. We have to keep them kind of small, or the computer doesn't like me too much. It goes pretty slow. So I'm actually using the smaller image, but you'll still get the same idea. It should find that edge pretty good. You can fix it where it needs to be fixed. And again, it doesn't have to be exact still, because we're going to be erasing some of this, essentially making it invisible. So you have that model over top, and what we're going to do is we're going to just mask out everything in the image. So her body is essentially floating over herself, just like that. And I mean, it already is starting to look a little cool. You know, it looks kind of haunted and stuff. We're going to drop down the opacity just a little bit, maybe to 80-90%, just so she starts to become a little bit transparent. And we're going to brush over the rest of her with just the brush tool. And you want to make sure you select the layer mask, and you want to have the black, so you want to be kind of painting over the parts you want more invisible. So I like to erase the bottom part of her more. As she's coming up to the light, she gets more solid up in here. And you can just click around, make the parts some parts more invisible than others. There's really no reason for it, just whatever you think looks good. And that's starting to look good to me. I'm going to move her over a little bit. Just selecting the Move tool. I'm going to move her over. And you can use the free transform tool. Because she's just the only thing selected is her right now. You'll be moving the whole image around, so you're not losing any data. But you can kind of move her around where she needs to be. And I mean, that's starting to look pretty good to me. And that's how you do the ghosting of the image. We'll do a little bit more in a bit, but let me get this video saved, and we'll be back in just a little bit.